Hello, good evening. My name is Teacher Red and I am your examiner for tonight. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, of course. My name is Mary, or you can call me in my Vietnamese name is Ha Anh. Now I'm 2 years old and I study in class 70 at Phasm Secondary School. My family consists of five members. That's my parents, my younger sister, my younger brother, and me. I love them very much, and we often have the good time together. I keen on reading and interested in some kind of the detective novel. I really like that quirky script.
Okay, let's move on to our speaking test and we are going to talk about paying bills. What kinds of bills do you have to pay?
Well, I'm a student, so I don't have much thing to pay. Just the school fee, and especially for uniform or school things, and some guarantee books. And also, I have to pay for the internet and for service to stay connected regularly every month. Per month, I additionally spend a bit of my money to buy the appliance, gadgets, or necessary tools in my daily life. These are all the bills that I need to pay for a month per month.
How do you usually pay your bills? In cash or by another method, and why?
To be honest, I'm in the management of my parents, so I don't have any credit card or mobile wallet. I just can pay my bill by check. In spite, in spite of the convenience, I can manage my payment without phone.
Have you ever forgotten to pay a bill? Why and why not?
Yes, of course. That's the time I was in debt when by a resort, but I forgot to return the bill to the assistant. Thankfully, I realized my mistake and immediately took action to rectify it.
Is there anything you could do to make your bills cheaper?
Yes, of course, there are several steps I could take to to reduce my bills. Just add, I could convert my energy as to lessen my my electricity bill, and reduce water consumption by fixing the leak and being mindful of my family water usage. Uh, Besides, I also adopt the eco-friendly habits like using natural ventilation instead of air conditioner, or line drying instead of using a dryer.
Describe some food or drink that you learned to prepare. You should say what food or drink you learned to prepare, when and where you learned to prepare this, and how you learned to prepare this. And explain how you felt about learning to prepare this food or drink.
Well, this topic is interesting, and now I would like to talk about my favorite dish. Is come from Japan, named ramen. Well, this dish have I learned to make it during my last semester at school. I remember that was a weekend when I have some free time when my exam is finished. I'm very excited and a bit nervous as I need to try to recreate the ramen I always enjoy at the restaurant or the food stall. I followed an online receipt, gathering and buying all the ingredients I needed to make the dish. Firstly, I make the broth from scratch and simmering with some various vegetation or and soy sauce. Then I prepare some toppings such as marinated eggs, mixed sliced and nori seaweed. I also have some types of herb and manchet to eat with. A special step that I think that's really interesting for me is making a noodle. kneading and rolling the dough to get them just right. And then I have finished my dish. Sat down and I was feeling accomplished and curious about how it would taste. I was really surprised that its flavor was close to the restaurant version. The good broth comforting noodle, it has a nice chewiness. Eh, This dish was made me satisfied and it also helped me to realize that some meaning such as remind how fun is trying new thing is. Also it can be quite challenging and I also can have a new dish in my cooking collection.
Okay, let's move on to part 3 and let's talk about young people and cooking. What kinds of things can children learn to cook? And do you think it is important for children to learn to cook? And do you think young people should learn to cook at home or at school?
Well, for the first question, I think that children can learn to cook variety of simple and age-appropriate dishes. I can them can start with by learning to make the basic dish like boiled egg or sandwich. As gain more confidence, uh, they can process to cooking more complex dishes like salad or stir fried. And besides, I think baking is also a skill that children can learn to develop. Can learn to develop it, as it is important for parents, guardians to focus on their safety and gradually introduce new technique and ingredient to children.
Okay, let's talk about working as a chef. How enjoyable do you think it would be to work as a professional chef? What skills does a person need to be a great chef? And how much influence do celebrity TV chefs have on what ordinary people cook?
Well, I think working as a professional chef can be quite the culinary profession and offer opportunity of creativity, innovation, and the joy of create a new dish. I th- it's my belief that it is my belief that as a chef, they need to need some characteristics like or range of skill like culinary expertise, culinary expertise, encompassing to technique, flavors, and ingredients combination, and attention to details is also crucial as a precision in measurements and plating presentation. A creativity allows chef to innovate and create a unique dish. The next one is the time management and organizational skill. No skills. It is especially vital in the fast-paced environment of kitchen. Besides the effective communication, a team collaboration and instruction convenience that thing have chef to navigate unexpected challenge. And about how much influence do celebrity have on what ordinary people cook. Their fame and expertise inspire to walk out our comfort zone and think out of the box with different cuisine and recipe. Moreover, the celebrity or TV chef often introduce unique and innovative culinary ideas that can be incorporated. Overall, the celebrity play a prominent role in shaping people's cooking preference and expanding their culinary horizons.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary. That is the end of the speaking test.